At Starbucks, we've more than doubled paid parental leave, now up to 18 weeks. Which means Starbucks baristas can spend more time with the best company they know, their families. At Starbucks, benefits like parental leave are just the start.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Contentful. Marketers, you know that feeling when your creative clicks? When that social post sends engagement through the roof? When your outside-of-the-box campaign hits ROI positive? When a personalized homepage turns prospects into customers? It's utter marketing bliss. Contentful helps you create tailored omni-channel experiences without working overtime. No stress, no limits, only possibilities. Get the feels at Contentful.com.
Big news. Sephora is now on Uber Eats. So if you find yourself facing a beauty emergency, like needing a last-minute gift, or you're just out of your favorite mascara, again, don't panic. We got you. Order now and get $10 off on Sephora orders of $50 or more on the Uber Eats app. Order now. Offer ends October 30th. One order per customer. Additional terms apply. See app for availability. Delivery fees may apply.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Unlock over $3,500 in business and travel value annually with statement credits on select purchases from brands like Dell, Hilton, and Adobe, and other benefits. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Based on total potential value of statement credits on select purchases and other benefits, enrollments required, monthly and other limits and terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
I'm going to New Orleans next weekend to hang out with Ian Carmel and those boys for a comedy festival. And if you listen to this week's All Fantasy Everything, about the first 45 minutes, well, actually, I don't know what made the cut, but we spoke for like 45, 50 minutes to begin the podcast, basically just shopping Mitchell & Ness' website to find like jerseys to wear in New Orleans because it's going to be hot as hell. So I couldn't find the one that I wanted in my size. So I went searching around on the internet, and lo and behold, Amazon had it. I'm like, all right, order an away Vancouver Grizzlies Sharif Abdul-Rahim, right? Order two different sizes. I'm like, all right, I got to see what's the size and how's it going to fit, right? And it comes today. I go and I pick it up because it got delivered. I make sure it's safe, doesn't get stolen. Delivered to the UPS store, go to the UPS store, bring it home, open it up. They sent me a Mike Bibby jersey. Not Mitchell & Ness, the secondary. And I don't think there's a bigger disappointment that they could have sent me. And I literally so I immediately go on Amazon. I click this is going to be returned and everything. They're like, what's the reason? Wrong item. Can you explain the wrong item? And I wrote, they sent me a Mike Bibby jersey instead of Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Nobody has ever wanted a Mike Bibby jersey. Like, that's what I wrote in the reason.
The disrespect.
Nobody's ever wanted a Mike Bibby jersey. Oh, you want a Grizzlies Mike Bibby jersey? Grizzlies I can Mike understand.
Bibby jersey. Yeah.
Wait a second. So you don't think any Grizzlies fans liked Mike Bibby in Vancouver when he was starting off with them?
No, not a single one. No. Blue Edwards, yes. Sharif, yes.
Big Country Reeves.
Big Country, Greg Anthony, absolutely. My guy Antonio Daniels, sure. Not Bibby. No. They were happy to see him go.
It's tough.
100%.
Tough.
I don't think I've ever been more disappointed in my life. Like, that was devastating. That was
Who
devastating.
had a better career, Mike Bibby or Sharif Abdul-Rahim?
Neither of them made an all-star game.
No. Pretty close careers.
Yeah, I mean, Bibby made more postseasons, obviously, because Sharif had like the longest streak of like guys to score that many points without making it, right? Or play that many games without making it. Did he ever make it?
I
eventually made it, right?
I'm looking it up because I'm trying to see if he made it. Because He went, what? It was the Grizzlies.
Did the Hawks make it to the playoffs?
I mean, not for a while. Not for a while. Yeah.
He made one playoff appearance.
Wow.
Okay. How do you do?
In Sacramento.
Oh, that 06 team?
06 season.
Yeah.
6
Tim
game
Duncan.
series.
2 games.
This
He beat him 2 games. He beat him 2
6
games.
game series.
Hall of Famer. Sharif Abdul-Rahim give him work.
I'm like, damn, Sacramento beat the Spurs in 06.
No, Kevin Martin had a layup to beat him 1 game. I don't remember the other win, but he gave him Tim Duncan work.
21 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
Averaged 9 points, 4.8 rebounds, 1.2 assists.
Against Tim Duncan in his prime? That's Sharif Abdul-Rahim at the end of his career.
Shot 53.5% from the field.
Tim Duncan in his prime, Sharif Abdul-Rahim at the end of his career. They were drafted 1 year apart. We're 1 year apart.
Come on. But that's not fair.
I love this.
That's not fair.
And Tim Duncan played like 4 years in college.
But that's a tough year. That 96 is a tough year. Come on. Barbed wire came out. There a lot happened in 96 before.
He was at the end of his career.
A lot happened, Boz. Don't pretend that 96 wasn't a hard year for everybody in the NBA, okay? That was a tough one. Jordan was back. The Bulls were running things. Tim Duncan avoided all that for a while.
Too funny.
Come on. Yeah.
Amazing.
So, shout out Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Do you believe? Do you believe? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Do you believe? I don't know if I do. Do you believe? Maybe you do, or maybe you don't. Do you believe? I don't know if I do anymore. Do you believe? Let me know when you have time.
Welcome to Basketball Illuminati Do You Believe edition. The addendum to the main show with Tom and Hamid and Maze. I'm Zach Harper, the Honest Podcaster. That's Mo Dakhil. Check out his Twitch, twitch.tv/Mo Dakhil. Check out the Proud American Wosny Lambre. Shackled to a podcast near you on the Ringer.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all know the vibes, man.
Zach, what are you going to do if one day Waz shows up in like just a full-on uniform, ready to go?
Which uniform, though?
That's the question we don't know.
It's going to be a week-to-week change, man. It's going to be a week-to-week change.
So, oh, my God. So, related to this, I was texting group chat, the group chat guys in our work group chat.
Yeah.
Because somebody was complaining about Reggie Miller's commentary during the game yesterday and was like, oh, it's so bad. I'm like, yeah, I'm not listening to it. I'm actually just watching the game and listening to a podcast about the 50-year anniversary of the fall of Saigon. And the Viet Cong taking over South Vietnam. And I don't know if they thought I was lying or joking or whatever, but they asked me about it. They asked me about it on the pod. And I was like, yeah, you know, a lot of times we put up these puppet regimes in these places and we give them all these advanced weaponry and all of that, but then they always fold as soon as we're gone. And that's what happened to South Vietnam. So, yeah, shouts to Uncle Ho. Shouts to the Viet Cong.
Get into our first topic. Do you believe?
Do you believe?
Anthony Edwards is the next face of the league. When asked during All-Star Media Day, he said, not really. That's what they got Wemby for. John Krasinski wrote a piece after Game 4 of Wolves-Lakers with a quote, his mouth says one thing, his game says another. Now, after taking down KD and Jokic last year, he just washed Luka and LeBron in 5 games. He's just 23 years old. Rudy Gobert chipped in a playoff career high, 27 points, 24 rebounds. The first player since 2004, Shaquille O'Neal, to have a 2020 game with 75% from the field, prompting Ant to call Rudy a dragon from Game of Thrones. He clarified with Julius Randle, not a dragon from Arctic. I don't understand the reference. I don't know if you guys did. Don't know what that is. But they were laughing about it. They seemed to think that was hilarious. One of them from Game of Thrones. Rudy was amazing playing against the 6'8" and under Lakers last night.
Was he even playing against them, though?
Like, well, he was more battling Julius Randle and Naz Reid for rebounds than he was the Lakers.
I just watched your bounce clip on social, Zach, and I'm looking at the Rudy scores. Like, a lot of it was put back dunks, which is dope. We love a put back dunk, which you could say that's because they were 6'8". But when he was like his assisted dunks, nobody was next to him.
No one's near him.
It was
wide open dunks.
Horrendous defense. Horrendous defense by the Lakers.
JJ, that was a tough second quarter for JJ Redick.
It was a tough 5 games for JJ Redick.
Yes. Even the game they won, they almost blew it in the second half.
They shot 29% from the field in the fourth quarter throughout the whole series. But we're talking about Anthony Edwards. Do you believe, Wosny, that Anthony Edwards is the next face of the league?
I have to think so. Because when you watch his game, like, if you enjoy the product that NBA basketball provides, which is these mega athletes doing these graceful, balletic sort of, moves, and also just like the skill work of draining threes and insane handles, like footwork. Like, this guy has all of that stuff. And he brings an effervescence and a youthful just vigor to everything that he does. And I don't even understand what I could be missing from this guy being the person that should be most identified with the NBA product, man. He's steadily improving. I know people were complaining about the jump shot this year, and he had to go on like an interview. I forget who he's talking about. He's like, I'm actually really good at threes. Like, I actually worked really hard on my threes. And
40%, 39.5%.
Like, on insane volume. Like, this guy's great. What kills me too is that while the threes are getting better, so is his driving game. Like, he's so much more under control on his drives. He's been able to get by everybody pretty much since he stepped into the NBA, but he didn't have the balance and the body control on his drives to actually utilize that. And now he does that to the point where I would say the Lakers defense, where they're doing this telegraphing of like, we're going to send the most obvious double. This guy's going to come here. We're going to send a guy there. This guy's going to move 2 passes and a dunk. It's because they don't got a single person that can stay in front of this kid. They predicated the defense on the fact that, like, if we try to guard Anthony Edwards with some kind of defensive integrity, he's going to get a layup every time. And so the Rudy game to me is just a byproduct of Ant Edwards' dominance and the attention that this guy gets. And yeah, man, he's the face, Mo. Like, how could he not be the face?
To me, he's the face. He's the most fun to watch in all that stuff. And I think really what the Lakers were betting on was he's going to make poor decisions when the double team comes. That was what they were betting on. And over again in this series, he constantly got off the ball quickly, made the right pass. Like, just go back to the Jaden McDaniels and one in game 4. That's off of him being doubled on the sideline, finding Reed, and then Reed making the pass to McDaniels. Like, he's constantly making the right reads. Like, that's kind of the next, consistently doing that will be the next evolution of his game. But everything you said, like, first off, he's just fun to fucking watch at the end of the day. Like, you're watching him play and it's excitement every time. And whether you want to, even if you don't like the cockiness or whatever, it draws attention to you.
If you don't like the cockiness, you're a dork.
Go home.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
But like, in general, it still draws your eyes, right? Just across the board, everything he does on the court draws your attention. And it's just exciting. Like, whether he wants to be it or not, like, he's going to be one of the faces of the league, and he's killing it, and he's playing so goddamn well. It's so exciting to watch.
Do you guys know how many turnovers he had in that series?
Like 6 or 7?
6.
6 I just looked it up. Games.
6 and 5 games.
Indictment of the Lakers.
Well, yeah. At first, I was like, "That's how good his decision making," and I was like, "Wait, maybe that's the Lakers." I don't know what that was.
Both, because we're used to him throwing it away when a double comes.
He's making excellent decisions, Zach. But like anybody who handles the ball that much to be turning it over that little, your defense is like
Halliburton's the only guy. Halliburton's the only guy who doesn't. But that's a different different type of ball control. Yeah.
I do want to know how many of those 6 turnovers were somebody else bobbled a pass and he got the blame for the turnover.
Probably.
I'd be curious, about that as well. So it might be 4.
Yeah, right. He's just there is an energy when he has it going, right? I mean, Mo, we talked about that on the Spaces yesterday where he starts dancing with the ball and like the defender's cooked. Like when he has it going, like in games 3 and 4, he scored 41 second half points. 41. 17 in game 3, 24 in game 4. And there was nothing the Lakers could do about it. It didn't matter if they had Vando on him. It didn't matter if they had Dorian Finney-Smith on him. It didn't matter, LeBron was on him. Obviously, it didn't matter if Luka was on him. Like it didn't matter who was on him. He cooked everybody. There. And even last night when he had a horrible shooting night, but his decision-making was so good. Like all of his passes were so good. And he had a couple of drives late in the game, got a couple of layups to make sure that, he was on the board and he was still a threat. But he was just spectacular. And yeah, like, all right, let's address the one thing that would keep him from being the face of the league. It's, maybe his potency.
Yeah,
it's maybe his potency. It's maybe his potency off the court, right? He's a scorer through and through. But even last night, like he's going through a victory lap around Crypto.com Arena last night. It's great. Amazing. Like he's talking. What I love is like he's going out and he's talking shit to the guys before the game. He goes over to their warm-ups, like talking shit to Luka. Like he's not afraid of it. And my favorite mentality is like, people are always like, this guy needs to be, and I'm not just talking about Ant, I'm talking about any confident athlete. Like, oh, that guy needs to be humble. Fuck that. You want someone to be humble? Humble them. Go beat him, right? Like he wasn't humble against the Suns. He wasn't humble against the Nuggets. He got humbled against the Mavericks and he went out and he got a fucking ratchet for a jumper. Like he got a burner, right? And now he's a 40% 3-point shooter that had like the 7 most made threes or 8 most made threes in history. And now you have to deal with that, right? And like we'll see what happens most likely against the Warriors in the next round. And he's gonna have to deal with Jimmy, he's gonna have to deal with Steph and all that stuff. But the exciting thing about that is like he's up for it. He's up for it. And his energy with that brings the Wolves up for it. Yeah. And that's the thing about like when they made the Gobert trade, when they made the Randall trade, and you have to give Randall credit. Like he has played great basketball for a month and a half. I think the best basketball of his career. I think even better than that year where he was all NBA for the Knicks. I think this is the best basketball of his career over the last month and a half. But the thing I've said about both those moves is the reason if they work out, the reason is because Anthony Edwards ends up being Wolves proof. That's what it is, right? And he is Wolves proof. Whether they end up being title contenders in his time there or they win a championship or whatever, it's proven that he is above whatever you think of that organization. He's just that good. And by the way, like we mentioned earlier, he's 23. Yeah. Like he's going to get better.
And I think one of the coolest things, he's 23, and I can say it's felt like maybe some people disagree, but pretty much since that first series that they played against the Grizzlies, where in crunch time, they were putting Ant on Ja Morant, who at that time we looked at as an MVP kind of guy. Yeah. Or a future MVP kind of guy. And they were like, Ant, go guard this guy on an island in crunch time. And he relished the opportunity. And he raised his level and raised my opinion of him like big time. And in a loss, I was like, damn, like Ant is actually really one of those guys, man. And every postseason since, it feels like in the playoffs, he raises his level, which I think is another sign of a guy who's really like that. I think about, when we were doing the fucking Jokic and Embiid thing, which I know some people thought was legitimate, I thought was bullshit from the beginning. But my biggest problem with the comparison was like, Jokic has like played excellent in all of his postseasons. All of them.
Whether they win or lose, like he's been great.
There's no time he goes to the playoffs and it's like, oh, this guy's not the scoring machine that he was, or he's not the passing machine.
Or like he doesn't have like a James Harden like elimination game. Like, where did he go? He'll drop 40 in a loss.
It's like when the playoffs come, he's the guy that you've seen him being all year, and Ant is turning into that same kind of player, and that's that's a blessing for us in our game, man, that we get to watch this kid.
Yeah,
he's just also a psychopath. Like what he does it, he does it with a smile in a way of like
it's crazy.
A buddy of mine texted me saying he's the Joker. Yeah. He's like the Joker on the court in the sense of like he's just like, you having fun yet? I'm beating the shit out of you. You having fun?
Yeah.
Like
and even when they're down, it
doesn't matter.
Shit. Like doesn't matter. Like he's here for it. Yeah.
The confidence doesn't fade.
Hello, listener. It's Producer Maze here to talk to you about Quince and their cookware. Cooler nights mean cozy meals at home, and Quince's cookware has made fall cooking so much more enjoyable. Their pieces deliver the quality and performance of luxury brands, but at a price that makes sense. And they look gorgeous on the stovetop, too. No matter what item you need to complete your kitchen, Quince has you covered. With 5-ply stainless steel pots and pans, nonstick skillets, chef-quality knives, and even ceramic bakeware, which is perfect for cozy casseroles or Sunday roasts. And when you look at these prices, you might think, how is Quince doing this? How do they deliver high-quality items similar to high-end brands that are half the price? Well, let me tell you, they partner directly with ethical top-tier factories to cut out the middlemen and pass the savings on to you. And it's not just cookware. I got myself some bath sheets. That's right. When you're a tall man, you have to use bath sheets, not bath towels from Quince. It's like drying off with a cloud. It's incredible. Upgrade your kitchen for cozy fall meals with premium cookware from Quince. Go to quince.com/dings for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dings, DINGS, to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dings.
Listener, listen up. This is important, okay? I'm going to try to save you some money here. If you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. You may think like, oh, that's bad. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. Here's why I said yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for $15 a month. You heard that correctly. $15 per month. Ditch overpriced wireless and the jaw-dropping monthly bills. And of course, there are all these hidden fees and stuff, but at Mint Mobile, plans start at $15 per month. All the plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text. You're not doing like weekend and nighttime minutes or anything like that. And it's delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone. Don't have to get a new phone. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. I switched months ago. People have asked, did you actually switch? Yes, I actually switched months ago, and I don't know what to do with all this extra money. I've cheated the system here. I've rigged something. This is an Ocean's 11 situation where I'm stealing wireless from Mint. That's how good a deal it is. Ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/dings. That's DINGS. That's mintmobile.com/dings. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 per month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Hello, listener. It's Producer Maze here to talk to you about Kindred. Now, close your eyes like Owen Wilson during a job interview and imagine a way to travel that feels personal, comfortable, and connected without the price tags and the sterile feelings of hotels or short-term rentals. Now open your eyes and stop using your imagination because Kindred has made it very real. That's exactly what they do. Kindred is a members-only home swapping network. It's not a hotel. It's not a short-term rental. It's a smarter way to travel where each stay feels like home. Here's how it works. With Kindred, your home is your ticket. You earn credits by hosting fellow Kindred members, and then you use those credits to stay in over 220,000 homes in more than 100 cities worldwide. There are no hotel costs or rental fees, just the credits that you've earned. Every stay comes with white glove service, 24/7 trip support, and $100,000 in host protection. Make it easier for you to travel and enjoy yourself and not worry about details. I've used Kindred and I found an amazing home for a weekend getaway in an idyllic location with amazing views and great ambiance. It had everything I needed. And the best part was, it cost me $0. So apply now at livekindred.com and use code DINGS to join for free. Plus, you'll earn 5 nights of travel credit just for signing up. That's right, that's 5 whole nights for free at livekindred, KINDRED.com, code DINGS, DINGS, livekindred.com, code DINGS.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know the type, up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like expecting the leadership of a team captain on the football field, but getting a sea captain. You wouldn't settle for just anything for your team. Shouldn't it be the same for your insurance? So don't settle for just any insurance when you can go with a leader. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do you believe?
All right, let's move on to our next topic. Do you believe, and this is a little inside baseball, but we'll make it a topic for everybody. Do you believe the Pistons and Clippers will bail Wosny out Saturday night? The Pistons and Clippers have a chance to either extend their series to 7, or the Knicks and the Nuggets have a chance to bail Woz out by ending those series tonight. Both at home for the Pistons and Clippers for Game 6 tonight. The Pistons are 0-2 at home, 2-1 on the road this series. Last 3 games have been decided by a total of 6 points. Denver crushed LA in Game 5 behind 43 points from Jamal Murray. Westbrook played a crucial, and I mean crucial, 6-man role, 21 points in 25 minutes, was hitting some corner threes. Mo, what do you think happens tonight? Are we going to Game 7s in either of these series?
I think we're going to Game 7 in Denver Clippers. I think that one's going 7.
Ooh.
I think the Knicks are closing it. And I say that with a very like, man, that's like, you could change my mind in a second. Waz was already shaking his head, and I'm already like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
This is the New Yorker in him coming out. This is what this is.
The Knicks are not closing this team out on the road.
I think that
wow,
they're going to win it. But yeah, that's
to
where
me,
I have it.
To me, man, look, the Pistons have had a dope season. They should be lauded for it. Cade Cunningham has had a coming out party. He's obviously one of our great young talents, and he's got an incredibly bright future. Pistons fans should be hyped about having this guy on their team. That being said, this is nobody's idea of, the Heatles with LeBron and the pace and space, or Sacramento, or 7 seconds or less Suns. Like nobody thinks this is some offensive juggernaut. However, in a closeout game at home to a team that you were supposed to be way better than, the Knicks could not stop these guys with 6 minutes left in the game at the Garden. Straight up. The Pistons were just getting whatever they wanted in half court. This wasn't like junk it up and getting fat. They were just half court offense out executing New York's defense. And that's when I just realized, I'm like, this is not a serious team. Like, obviously, Boston has won the championship. And they have that pedigree. But there's a seriousness they can bring on defense towards any opponent. And it's like, oh, okay, this is like championship shit. With the Knicks, it's like, what?
Did you think they were
Toby
a
Harris
team
and Dennis
before
Schroeder
the
are
series?
cooking you in the clutch. 1-on-1. Toby Harris.
But did you think this was a serious team before the series? Like, I didn't take them seriously as a.
No, but you should put at home. You should put the Pistons away.
That's all I'm saying,
They've also
bro.
the numbers going around were like, what was it? The last time they've closed out a team at home in New York, what was it? Like 99 or 2000?
Wow, that's
whatever.
crazy.
It was something ridiculous. Where in the sense they haven't even closed a team out in the playoffs at home in so long. I'm not saying that should carry over to now and all that. It's not shocking to me that this Knicks team kind of throws away an opportunity because,
to be fair, they couldn't get their best player back in the game. So,
or one of their best hustle guys at Hart. They had two of them sitting on the sideline for a full minute. Like, they didn't get in until 26 seconds or something.
I believe they were out at the 2:57 mark and they got in at the 27-second mark. I think that's what it was. Or maybe it was the 2:27 mark, and then they got in at the 27 mark.
But I mean,
I know they walked over to the scores table at 1:57.
Yeah, and we're waiting for a minute and a half. Like,
yeah,
dude, the Pistons felt so comfortable, so loose against the Knicks. You know, I'm watching LeBron and Luka.
Deuce McBride and campaign, of course.
I'm watching LeBron.
You would feel comfortable going up against campaign.
Last night against the Wolves, and Rudy switches on him, and all he can do is settle for a step back, 26-footer, and that's the best he can muster in crunch time. The Knicks in crunch time playing the freaking Pistons, Toby Harris and Dennis Schroeder. Like, this wasn't all Cade just cooking everybody.
Yeah.
Dennis
Although Cade did cook them. Yeah. He did cook them, but yes.
They were just like, no, like, this team is not anything that we should be afraid of. In fact, we think we should beat these guys. We should actually be up in this series. We're actually better than these dudes.
Yeah, the series has been crazy tight.
Mm-hmm.
It's been amazing. But,
I don't know if I agree about the Clippers going to 7. I kind of think
they've been
Denver
the much worse team the last 2 games.
I think Denver figured it out. Also, James Harden in an elimination game.
That is.
I mean, man. Let me just read you the note. I did this for the bounce this morning. This is just the last 4 seasons. Okay, last 4 seasons. Season on the line. James Harden has shot 32% from the field, 20% from 3, 14.5 points, 9.5 assists, 6.5 rebounds, 3.5 turnovers. That ain't getting it done tonight.
No.
He does that tonight. That ain't get it. And it's not like he had a good game and then a really bad game. The best game he had in those 4 elimination games was 4 for 9 from the field. That's the best game he had out of those games.
That's
so Mo. Like,
and also Norman Powell has been terrible.
He's been awful. Like, it's been rough.
Good.
It's when I look at it because I know you're going to ask me why I feel this way. And you're right. Like, they've been the worst team in the past 2 games, right? And the whole Aaron Gordon alley-oop or missed shot and put
that was
like a
near collapse, but like they were up 20 in the 4th quarter.
Right. But I'm banking on. I just think Kawhi is not going to let them lose in this game. I just think it's going to be that. I saw Jamal Murray went completely ballistic in game 5. I kind of feel like, he's been awesome. We know the numbers. He's raises his game in the playoffs, everything that goes through it. I don't know if he's going to do that again. I am afraid, though, of Jokic in general. I could see both of these ending, but I just think if I had to pick, I think the Clippers can. I would take the chance with the Clippers doing this at home.
So you rather pick against the Nuggets than against the Knicks.
Interesting.
That's a good point. That was a good point. That would hurt. That would hurt me a little bit. That would hurt me.
You know the Knicks championship pedigree,
right?
Versus the Nuggets. It is interesting, the idea of, can Kawhi's Kawhi-ness
be enough?
Outdo Harden's hardness, you know? Like, can that?
But the crazy thing is, these first 2 games, I would say even 3 games, Harden was damn good. He was an all-star.
But this is how it goes.
He was amazing.
This is how it goes. And then we get deeper into the series, and he gets deeper into his vacation plans.
Christian Brown could not guard this kid, like, at all.
And now he can't not guard him. Like, now it's, even if he wanted to let him by, he
James
couldn't.
ain't going.
James not going anywhere. This is what happens. And I'd love to be proven wrong, so where someone's like, I thought Harden didn't do it. Like, I would love to see James Harden. I would love for this to go 7. I could give a fuck who wins, but I would love to see this go 7. I'd love a game 7. But it's James Harden in an elimination game. How many times do we have to go through this?
It's.
I see people going like, where did Harden go? Where the fuck do you think he went? It's the playoffs.
Yeah, it's normal.
We go through this every year. Every year. For 15 fucking years. Like, it's every year. All right. By the way, James Jones got fired from Phoenix. Speaking of front office moves.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
Whether your business has 6 floors or 6 employees, Walmart Business has everything you need to save time, money, and hassle. You can restock your break room with bulk ordering or bulk up your ordering team with shared payments. And you can get it all delivered straight to your business's door, whether that's on Wall Street or Main Street. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Do you believe?
Do you believe that Giannis gets traded this summer? Been a tough one. Tough week for the Bucks. Eliminated by the Pacers in 5 games. Doc didn't get swept though, so no, he doesn't get enough credit for winning one game.
Give him credit. Zach,
Damian
they were
Lillard's
also up. Did you give him credit for being up 7?
Up 7 with 40 seconds left. No one gives him credit for being
That's
up 7.
Crazy game to lose. That's just a crazy game to lose.
The second, I believe it was Nembhard. The second Nembhard hit that 3 to cut it to 4, I was like, oh no, this would be the worst way. Because I was really like, I can't believe it's going to go 6. I couldn't believe. I was like, no, this is not going to go 6. And then when Nembhard hit that 3, I was like, no. And then when that ball went through Gary Trent Jr.'s hands, I just started laughing. I knew it was over. Like, you knew Halliburton was going to score. And then he took Giannis just fucking to the rack like it was me.
Nasty.
Like he was going against me. Like, it's just couldn't have been an easier bucket. All right, Damian Lillard suffers a torn Achilles. He's out for a year. Giannis had a weird conversation with Tyrese Halliburton's dad. They don't own their draft pick through 2031. Let's see. The Pelicans own a couple. The Hawks have one. The Wizards have a couple. I think the Jazz have one. They don't have one until 2031. But it's cool. John Horst got a contract extension last week. Do you believe that either the Bucks will start looking at trades for Giannis or Giannis will start looking at trades for Giannis this summer?
So if I'm not mistaken, Giannis has 3 years left on his deal. No?
That sounds right.
I think it's going to be hard for Giannis to call his shot here. With that being the case, if he had 2 years, if he had just the one, he's going into his lame duck
two players and an option, according to Mays.
Okay. So, you know what?
And it's the Blazers, not the Jazz.
He can kind of call the shot in the sense being like, all right, y'all trade for me this year. I'm leaving after my next year. He can make that threat and it would be pretty credible. So I guess he would definitely have some input. But at the same time, why wouldn't a team give up real things for 2 years of Giannis?
Oh, no, they'll do it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That part's not the equation. That part's not the equation. Teams will do that.
So that's what I'm saying. He's not going to be able to call a shot if it comes down to teams being John Horst just fielding the best offer, then that's what he's going to do. Because Giannis is not a Jimmy or a James Harden who will be like, listen, y'all, no, you're not doing this. You're not sending me to New Orleans as a mean suggested. You're not sending me from Milwaukee.
I saw Amin take that trade idea from John Hollinger's article. I saw Amin take that idea from John Hollinger and then pass it off his own. I saw that. Yeah, it was a good rephrasing.
But, and I know you guys have heard. It seems like Giannis. People are convinced for whatever reason that Giannis wants to be in a bigger market.
I don't think he does, man.
I don't think so.
That's what people are saying, man.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying.
I think Brooklyn is the betting odd favorite for whatever. I mean,
not a big market.
I don't even know
if
a tree falls in Brooklyn. Does anybody hear it?
They have trees there.
Hipsters will start doing environmental protests about it. Yes.
It was funny though. I went to the Laker game with Jamie last night. And then as soon as we get back, she shows me a Bleacher Report thing of Giannis in a Laker jersey going oh, is this going to happen? And I'm like, and the headline was Lakers are reportedly interested in Giannis. I'm like, everybody is, babe. It's 29 teams are going to be actually 30. The Bucks are still going to be interested in keeping him.
Also, I can see the Bucks being like, why am I getting rid of my cash cow? People got to realize these ticket sales, that shit matters, dude.
If you're doing it just without that mattering, if you do just organizationally wise,
if you do just a video game like everybody on Twitter does, get rid of the asset, get the graphics, blah, 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 blah.
Exactly. You're trading him to load up on assets, whatever, maybe get a young star or whatnot in what you can get and see. The only way I see them making the trade is if Giannis looks around and just says,
this dude on my own.
He should look around.
Yeah.
It's
dire.
Dame's not playing next season.
Period.
He tore his Achilles.
It's dire.
Period.
And he tore his Achilles in late April. He's not playing.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't want him to play because then they can get the disabled player exception and sign someone for $27 million.
So he's not going to play.
He shouldn't.
And even when he comes back, how many older guards in their mid-30s that we've seen come back from the Achilles tear.
They all come back great. It's always easy. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. But it's you're in that situation where it's just he should look and just say we got no chance of winning here. I brought you a championship. I did all I possibly could. I did everything I possibly could. Nobody can blame him. He should literally come out, demand a trade or ask to be traded. And if he wants to pick his spot, he should do it. He should. Now, up to the Bucks and how they want to handle that, but it's got to be the end. We can't waste Giannis. He's fun to watch. I don't want to see him on another shitty team.
He hasn't been out of the first round in 3 years.
Who makes this deal though and still has a respectable roster around it. Because
the big number to match.
Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's
gonna be good.
It's like, no, I think
they have I think they can have upwards of 90 million in cap space this summer. They have a ton of flexibility. So they could
trade him into cap space.
For picks and stuff. Yeah, they've got a lot of flexibility, or maybe 80 or whatever it was, but they have a lot of things they can do. Obviously, Houston's got a lot of flexibility with their pick situation. They could trade Phoenix's picks, right? Milwaukee tanking doesn't do them anything because they don't have their picks, right?
Right.
But if it's we're going to short Phoenix's situation, which of course,
right.
No offense to Matt Ishbia's friend who just got the GM job, but I don't know that he's going to fix this. So
Brian Gregory.
Brian Gregory.
What? When did this happen?
As we were recording.
Oh, okay.
According to Jake Fisher, Brian Gregory had multiple stints as Matt Ishbia's alma mater, Michigan State, as an assistant coach. Now he's running the front office for this. And maybe he's good. I don't know.
The NBA is an amazing place.
I wonder if Isaiah Thomas is going to be, on the phone with him a lot.
Oh boy.
There's that whole idea of OKC could trade for him. Maybe. We'll see how this goes, this run goes. But if OKC's worry is how do we afford all these guys, acquiring a $50 million contract that doesn't exactly ease that pain. But also then you have Giannis.
Yeah. Some of those guys also will be some of those guys that they have to afford will be going to Milwaukee.
Will be going, exactly.
I guess Chet has one more year on his rookie deal. And so does
this is his third year, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, they're gonna be paid $50 million a year.
Can we just throw
another
team that has a couple of picks that might be worth, the Spurs with those Atlanta picks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Could be an interesting one too. There's going to be a lot of teams. Everybody's calling to just see what what's it going to take.
I just think the whole superstar trade situation. I just look at KD as a very cautionary tale, where it's all right, man. People tend to have to move heaven and earth to get you to a place. And that just makes the place not able to complement you in the ways that you need.
Yeah.
So I'm I don't get excited about these trades anymore, man.
He's missed a decent, he's missed a decent amount of games the last 5 years, and he's missed some playoff time. I'm not saying he's injury prone, right? But
he's
this is something I've argued with a few people about recently. There's a little bit of there's always an excuse with him the last 3 years. Where it's nothing's his fault. And I'm not saying he needs all the blame for this stuff, but there is some stuff of they made out of the first round for 3 years. And there's they were going to lose before Dame got hurt. They were getting smoked by the Pacers.
Yeah. Even if Dame was healthy all year.
And there were issues with him and Dame in terms of not personally, but finding chemistry on the court. I think some of that is his fault. I think some of it is Doc's fault. Some of it is the fit with Dame for whatever reason. Some of that's Dame's fault, but some of that is Giannis's fault. I think there are issues of he didn't want to guard Jimmy when they lost to the Heat and threw Bud under the bus. I think there's some stuff there where you can look at the last 3 years and he deserved, yes, there are excuses and there are injuries and all this stuff, but there's also parts where if you're the star player, you got to take some of that blame. It's not all nothing he could do about it. You got to take some of that blame. And I'm not saying that don't trade for him, but it's not this home run. You're getting a guy who's going to play 75 games and going to be there for the play. You do have to be a little cautious in acquiring him. You still do it 100%. But this is a guy who has played very physical basketball for a decade. And I do think you have to be a little worried about whether or not he's going to be healthy for postseasons.
But I also think you do it. Every team would want to do it and everything.
You still have to do it. Yes, of course.
You have to do it. You have to do it. But I also think that for some of these teams, though, it's am I giving up a lot to just be the Milwaukee Bucks? Right? Like what Waz was saying with the superstar thing, right? Like Miami's going to get in Miami. Is Giannis going to lift Miami to be a contender? Like the only way I would do it if if these teams where it's like, I'm going to give up all this stuff. All right, I have a guy to pair him with, and we have a legitimate chance to be contenders, whatever the definition is with that. Like even Brooklyn with what does that do for Brooklyn in the long run? Like he can't carry you to a championship on his own.
Right. Yeah. I think Brooklyn at least has, look, it hasn't worked out, but they do have a recent history of like, all right, we can put some stars together. Now, maybe you do it in a better way than what you recently did, but they have found ways to put stars together. I think Miami, you got to get the one before you can get multiple. I think they have a history of like, all right, if we get that one, we can bring others in. And then I guess figure out like what you think of Bam in that equation with him. But yeah, it's not like if you're just becoming the Bucks and hoping like we catch lightning in a bottle again, like they did in 2021. Fine, that's better than most teams, but it's not.
You're banking on a lot to go right. Yeah, you're banking on it all to go right.
If you're the Pelicans, great. That's better than being the Pelicans, but also please don't send Giannis to whatever's going on with the Pelicans. I don't want to see him hurt all the time. That would be terrible. All right, that's going to do it for us. Make sure you check it out. All of Wosny's pods on The Ringer. Check him out. He owns Max now, so that's his app. Make sure you download and subscribe to it. Make sure you check it out. Mo's twitch.tv/MoDakhil. Make sure you're checking out all his breakdowns on social media. Make sure you're checking out the Bounce free newsletter. And check out the Bounce videos I'm doing with Zuri Urban, the fun every Monday and either Thursday or Friday, depending on what the schedule is for the playoffs, right there on my Instagram and the Bounce or theathletic.com/bounce for the free newsletter. And make sure you're checking out the main show of Basketball Illuminati, because if you're not, that's kind of weird. I mean, we're great, but like you got to check out me, Tom, and Mace. Like that's that's the whole point of this feed right here. For Mo, for proud American Wosny Lambre, for Maze, I'm Zach. Keep your third eye open.